Welcome back to the Tech Shack, to a different kind of video. The shop is a bit of a mess. That's because I had these boxes of vinyl flooring given to me, and so we're no longer going to look at these floors. These floors looked alright when they were painted and brand new, but you know, the high traffic areas kind of wore out a bit. And I'm going to put a mat down underneath my desk for the wheels so they don't keep tearing up floors. But we're going to get everything out of here. I've already started out in the yard, and we're going to do the floors. I'm not looking forward to that back corner. That scares me. This half's going to be okay. God. All right. Hopefully this goes okay.
One eternity later.
Alright, it's actually been a few days. Overall, I'm pretty satisfied with how they came out. These ones have actually shifted a little bit. Now, these were at a discount. These were bought at a discount at that Ollie's discount store. Alright, so the first box or so, maybe box and a half, the adhesive was kind of weak, and they could shift a little bit by hand. Once they dried, they were solid, right? But I didn't realize these ones were shifting as we went down there. So some of these are a bit off. Part of me wants to just peel them up and redo it, but it's a million times better than what it was. Over here, I actually think came out great. Now, all the edges, I cut the pieces and went underneath the insulation into the walls, so the walls are going to come down and meet the floor, so you're not going to have any dead spots. You don't have to worry about cutting it slightly too short when I finish the walls. We're back in the walls here. I did not go all the way back through here, mainly because this board, all right, now there are 4x4s. The way this wall is framed up, there's a 4x4 across the top, in the middle, and on the bottom, and then other 4x4s up the center and the sides. So it's not spaced out evenly enough to like go over it with any sort of like tongue and groove yet. I'd have to fill that out with 4x4s. So when I mounted these monitors, this board is not only anchored to all the 4x4s, but every one of these wall mounts has three of these heavy lag bolts, and I didn't want to deal with that. By the time we got everything done, unfortunately I picked a day that was very hot to do all this. I didn't think it was going to be that warm that day, and by 5:30, 6 o'clock when we got to here, we were just exhausted. The air conditioner had to be removed while we did everything, so I had actually just tacked it down right there, and I will edge it with the other stuff once we do the walls, once I finish the walls. All the wiring for networking is actually in the walls. It comes from here, so we had to actually pull this forward, hold all the cabling up while I finished the floors, which made it quite difficult. And then once you push everything back, despite shutting the system down properly, our OpenSense router would not start up. Our OpenSense server just had no sign of power whatsoever. That was an i5 6500. It was basically a mini ITX sized Dell Optiplex. I did have this old ITX build that used to be one of my pfSense routers, or OpenSense routers, but it's just no sign of power either. Well, actually, this one would power on, it wouldn't post. So I'm going back and forth whether or not I want to buy an ITX motherboard for this machine and resurrect this one as my OpenSense box, or I'm really leaning towards one of those N100, N200 level mini PCs with two NICs, because those are around 100 to 130 bucks ready to go from AliExpress, and buying a new motherboard CPU combo for this would be close to that, if not more already. So I'm still on the fence what I'm going to do. Depends basically what I get a deal on cheaper. This was a mispurchased box. We grabbed the wrong box for this area, but I actually like it. It came out really well. It fits exactly where my personal computer desk is, where my workstation is. Alright, I got the good GoPro. I'm using my older, smaller one right now to finish the closing because my good one's set up right now as my webcam, phone dock. Took the time to go through and actually deep clean the entire shop. It's the nicest it's looked in a while. And these floors look great. We have $65 into the floors, $75 with the case of energy drinks I got with it at that Ollie's discount warehouse. So got these I'm thinking about having made up, these wireless charging pads. This one's available at the little waiting area because I do repairs on devices, so locals do come in and drop it off, because despite the fact that I have this YouTube channel, I do also run a small IT business out of this little Amish cabin. Alright, but I guess that is it for this low quality video. I will see you guys in the next one.